I'm Stamatios.
I'm John.
I'm Scott.
Welcome to Empire State Sports. So, let's talk about the New York offseason for baseball.
Well, there's a
Yeah,
lot of signings that need to be done by the Yankees and Mets. They have a lot of guys that need to sign back and improve their team in some ways.
yeah. They're for Yankees. They're going to be targeting a few free agents this year. They're targeting Aaron Judge back because obviously they want Aaron Judge back as their star right fielder after that monstrous year he had this year. And they're going to also they just re-signed Anthony Rizzo, which is
Yeah.
good because we just brought back our elite first baseman right there, so that's good.
You guys think it was an overpay, though?
I think it was, but he is one of he had a great season. Like he hit over 30 home runs this season, and he did come in clutch for the Yankees. So think about
That is
that.
true. What
We have
about you,
to save
Scott?
some money for Aaron Judge, obviously, because we have to get him back. When you have
Yeah.
that type of play level, he could be the captain on the team. He needs to stay Yankee for almost his whole career. So that's what great Yankees do, and you have to also improve your team in other ways. Get other
I
players to help him out.
I agree. I also think that the Yankees should target a couple of free agents, mainly the shortstop position, because you can see how IKF is doing terribly at the shortstop position right now. And honestly, I think what the Yankees should do is get somebody like a Trey Turner or a Dansby Swanson in that
Yeah.
shortstop position. And maybe, just maybe, that could fortify that shortstop position and we could get an incredible defense in the infield.
Well, we
Yeah.
do have Opay, who can probably come up this year. And, I mean, definitely we have other positions that we have to help out. Wilson Contreras for catcher, needs some pitching maybe.
I like
Carlos
Trevino, though.
Yeah, Trevino's good, but, Wilson Contreras had a great year last year. So
That is very true.
Yeah. And for pitching for the Yankees, I think they have to target somebody like a Carlos Rodon because they're not going to resign. They're not going to get Jacob deGrom. They're not going to get Justin Verlander. They're most likely going to have to target someone like a Carlos Rodon who goes for cheaper than what Scherzer, no, not Scherzer, Verlander and deGrom go for.
Yeah, we're also picked up that bullpen because in the playoffs, that was not good.
That was awful.
They did pick up a couple of bullpen arms, but I think they're minor league prospects. So honestly, you can't really. Honestly, we'll see. Maybe the Yankees might bring them up and they might use them throughout the season, maybe. But I don't think they're going to be like regular day starters.
Yeah. Do you know who you guys should get? Know who you guys should get? How I feel like is a good pickup.
What's up?
They should get the player that they should have gotten last year, which is Carlos Correa, who ended up winning the Twins. His value's at an all-time low. He had like one of his worst seasons, but like that's great for the Yankees because they could get him for cheap and still able to get Aaron Judge.
They're going to have to pay him enough money, though, to not be able to fix other positions. Because if you go for just shortstop, that's fine, but you need to fix up. You have to retain some of your players from the outfield. Benintendi's a free agent. You have to keep these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Yankees could go for Correa, but at the same time, do you think the Yankees fans are going to appreciate Astro that cheated back in 2017 to play at the regular day shortstop position? I know the Yankees were definitely interested in Correa last season, but this season after he decided to go to Minnesota, even though they offered him a contract and all that, it kind of seems like I don't know. Like it seems kind of weird.
Now
the past is the past, in my opinion.
The Yankees definitely need to bring in like the Mets. They just had Buck Showalter win Manager of the Year, but do you think Aaron Boone should be the Yankees manager still?
No. I don't think Aaron Boone should be the manager anymore. Boone had at least a couple of years to show that he could have gotten a World Series championship. This year, it was the best year that he had, and he blew it because he decided to give up some of because obviously injuries came in, and some guys left the team like Joey Gallo and who else left the team? Mainly Joey Gallo though, because that's all I know who got traded that trade deadline and all that.
How about Don Mattingly though? Is he a good fit? You guys think?
I think he would be a great target to look for a manager. I mean, he used to be in the Yankees organization. Plus, I think he knows like what players need because he used to be a player for the Yankees, right? So think about it. If he knows what's up for the Yankees, he knows what the Yankees need to improve and possibly
Coach Stanton with the Marlins.
Stanton. And Stanton, right? Like Stanton and Don Mattingly. You know, Mattingly was the coach for Stanton. And to be honest, I think the relationship could come back and possibly like make Stan a better player than what he was this year because injuries has affected him really badly.
Yeah, so I think they should move on.
What do you guys think what the Mets should do? They obviously have Jacob deGrom, he's free agent. Brandon Nimmo's a free agent. Chris Bassett. What do you guys think?
We need to sign deGrom.
You guys, for the Mets, I think they need to re-sign deGrom. deGrom is probably their main target right now. You also got Nimmo also going to free agency. Some teams are very interested in Nimmo right now in the free agent market, especially the Blue Jays, because the Blue Jays got rid of Hernandez. So they're probably going to target Nimmo so they could have, bolster up their outfield a bit after they lost Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, definitely. Look, as a Mets fan, the main thing is get deGrom back. Get deGrom back because, first of all, he's the best pitcher in the league, and just in general, he's just been performing an elite level every single year. Which, if we lose him, it messes up our whole team. If we don't sign him, though, I would look for a guy like Trey Turner, who's been, in my opinion, the best shortstop in the league.
You could also pick up a Verlander, but at the same time, would you?
He's asking for too much.
But why would you want to have two veteran pitchers, maybe three now, on the same team with Scherzer having injuries in his career?
That don't perform in the playoffs. Also, Verlander's a horrible. That's the main player I do not want. Because Verlander, the thing is, first of all, he's asking for 4 years, $120 million. That's horrible. I wouldn't sign him for a player that's been the choker in the playoffs, and especially having two players that have dead arm. Justin Verlander, I don't think he'll match.
Now, you probably need to get Jacob deGrom back. He's a fan favorite. He's really good when he's healthy. He's probably the best pitcher in baseball. But you have to fix up your team in other ways. So like you just said, Trey Turner would obviously be a good fit.
You also need to you guys also need to work on the bullpen because the bullpen last season was kind of the reason why the Mets were losing games. You know that.
Yeah. Besides Edwin Diaz, obviously.
Yeah, Edwin Diaz was probably your best reliever in that bullpen, and it's true. I mean, you could clearly see his stats. He was probably he was obviously the best closer in the NL, obviously.
Easily.
Yeah, for the Yankees and Mets, bullpen help is going to be needed a lot to win games. Crucial games, late stages, you need to get that, especially in postseason. That's big.
Yeah, especially the fact that both the Mets and the Yankees went out of the postseason just like that. Especially with teams like the Astros and the Padres. Come on, Mets dominated throughout since the beginning of the season, and they start choking up at the end. And it's the same thing for the Yankees. They started off strong, and then they ended the season with a terrible sweep from the Astros.
Yeah, you have to have good coaching decisions, especially in the playoffs. Put in the right players. I know the Mets both have a couple of good prospects coming up, so that should be good for them.
Turning my attention back to the Yankees, I think they also need to let go of some guys. They need to, they gotta get rid of some of the players that don't develop as well and struggle, like Hicks and Donaldson. They've been struggling for years now, and
Hicks is horrible.
And they're still exactly Hicks is horrible.
Yeah, he shouldn't be there.
And honestly, since the Yankees, you got Harrison Bader, and you're probably going to go for Benintendi back in left field, and you're going to bring back, and you're thinking about bringing back Judge. So where's Hicks going to play after that? If they sign both Judge and Benintendi back on deals,
retirement home.
I mean,
that's where Hicks should go.
The thing about that is Yankees are thinking of keeping him, but as a replacement, probably like a bench bat or something. But what I think, Hicks needs to go. Donaldson needs to go. IKF needs to go as well. Some bullpen arms like Wandy Peralta, they got to go. And I'm not criticizing them. They did play okay. Especially Donaldson, he did play good, but at the same time, he did good on defense, but overall on offense, he did not perform as what Yankees fans expected he would do as Gold Glover from third base.
But yeah, that's about it. Stamati.
I'm John.
I'm Scott.
And thanks for watching Empire State